Hey, my name is Jake Carter, and in exactly 48 hours, I might be sitting in a prison cell for a crime I didn't commit. The cops say I killed my neighbor, Mr. Benson. They claim to have evidence, a blurry security camera clip showing someone who looks like me near his house at the time of the murder. No clear face, just a shadowy figure in a hoodie. They checked my alibi, but I don't have one. I was home alone, asleep. Not exactly the strongest defense, right? Now here's the part that makes my stomach turn. Mr. Benson wasn't just any neighbor. He was one of the few people in the neighborhood who actually talked to me. We weren't best friends, but he was nice. And now he's dead. And I'm the prime suspect. I have two choices. Wait and hope the police figure out the truth, or find the real killer myself before they lock me up for good. I choose the second option. Hour 1. The first lead. The first thing I do is retrace my steps from the night before. If I wasn't at Mr. Benson's house, then who was? I start by checking the security cameras from the convenience store down the street. The clerk, Mike, knows me well enough. I tell him my situation. Well, a softer version of it. He hesitates, but finally lets me look at the footage from the night of the murder. And there it is. A man. Same height as me. Same hoodie. But when he turns slightly, I catch something. His shoes. They're white, with a black stripe. I never wear white shoes. That's something. Now I need to figure out who this guy is. Hour 10. A new suspect. I remember something. 2 days ago, I saw someone new hanging around our street, smoking near the corner store. He looked rough. Dirty clothes, unshaven, eyes darting around like he was nervous. I head back to the store and ask Mike if he's seen him before. Mike nods. Yeah, guy came in a few times this week. Paid in cash. Didn't say much. Weird dude. I check the security footage again, this time from the day before the murder. And there he is. Same white sneakers, same hoodie. But this time, I get a better look at his face. I don't recognize him, but someone might. Hour 18. The breakthrough. I print a screenshot of his face and take it to my neighbor, Mrs. Clark. She's lived on this street for 30 years and knows everyone. She squints at the picture, then gasps. Oh my God, that's Greg. He's Paul's cousin, Paul Benson. My stomach tightens. Paul Benson. Mr. Benson's nephew. I remember Paul. He was in and out of trouble. Drugs, fights, bad business deals. Mr. Benson had kicked him out of his house a few months ago. If this guy Greg was his cousin, that means Paul might be involved in this. I need more proof. Hour 30. The confrontation. I track down Paul at a bar downtown. He looks surprised to see me, and for a second, there's fear in his eyes. That's all I need to know. I'm on the right path. I sit across from him, slap the picture of Greg on the table. Tell me about him. Paul stares at it for a long moment, then scoffs. I don't know what you're talking about. But his hands are shaking. You should care, I say, leaning in. Because right now, the cops think I killed your uncle. But I bet if I tell them about Greg, they'll be a lot more interested in you. That hits a nerve. He tenses up. I see it in his face. He's panicking. He didn't mean to, Paul mutters. It wasn't supposed to go that far. And just like that, I have my confession. Hour 47. The truth comes out. I take the recording of Paul's confession straight to the police. They verify Greg's connection to Mr. Benson, and within hours, they're knocking on his door. By the time I wake up the next morning, Greg and Paul are both in custody, and me? I'm finally free. I didn't just clear my name. I found justice for Mr. Benson, but one thing's for sure. I'll never take my freedom for granted again.